Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So this will be a bit of a small make today, but I just wanted to show you. So I received these ball chains from Beebeecraft. I think you've seen this type of a thing before. So they're just this type of a chain, can you see? And they came in all different colours, gold, chrome and sort of brass. And I've been thinking about some kind of dangle that I could do with them. And I thought to try one of these. So this is my little have a go at it type thing. So they're using up my scraps of paper from my project, as well as little scraps of lace and fabrics and materials. And you could even, maybe write a secret note there or on the back or something. And the idea for them is with this little snowflake charm at the top, which has escaped me. Here it is. There you go. The idea is that I would hang it from, the front of my journal, from the side of a page, on the top of a tag, what have you. Now, lots of people have called these different things. I've done lots of different versions of these. This one is sort of a different take on it again. I think people have called them like twisted tangles or, scrappy word dangles, all different things. And yeah, this is just my sort of go at it. With the eyelet in, you can sort of twist these around a little bit, but not, excessively so. So this is just kind of my version of like a word and using up scraps dangle. So we're going to make some of those. And I have, just to save time, I have sort of decided what I'm going to go with. So I thought I would make some of these with you and yeah, just sort of show you the idea, I guess. Okay, so here we go with the first one then. So let me just take this off. So yeah, as I say, what I do, and I've shown you this before, when I've got little like scraps and little strips, I have a whole tub of them on my desk. And then when I come to, do a project, I think about ways that I might be able to use them. And I do have lots of videos on word dangles of that kind of a nature. So I am just going to want to ink this one slightly. Sorry, I should have done that before I started filming, but you know me, I just get too excited sometimes. Okay, so for the first strip, we're going to go with something that has, a bit of interest on it perhaps. So this one, I was very lucky with my scrap where I have a cabin. This one, I've got a pretty poinsettia detail. And for this one, I'm just going to do 3 layers. My prototype, I did 5 layers. So we've got a strip, and I will tell you how long it is. Again, I was just using my scraps, but for reference, we're about 3 1/4 inches. I've got some gold fabric from my scrap box, which I'm going to have behind it. And as you can see, I've cut it to the size where you get a little border all the way around, because I like to be able to see the different layers. And then I've just got this grey and red piece for the back. So put them all at the top. And what we can see is you can see the different layers. They're like staggered. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to put eyelets in the top. So I'm doing it on the 1/8 of an inch with my crocodile. So keeping all those pieces together at the top. We're going to punch our hole vaguely in the middle-ish. You might get a little bit of scrappiness come through where you've got, fabrics and things, especially if you're using thick fabrics like this upholstery fabric that I'm using. But it all works out in the end. And then we're just going to grab a small eyelet, if I can fish one out. I'm using chrome ones. There we are, this one. To go with the snowflake charm and ball chain. So I think I might have dislodged that a bit, so I'm just going to thread them all on again through the eyelet. That's it. So yeah, just a really great way to, use up your scraps of different pieces. Okay. Oh yeah, that did dislodge a little bit, but that's fine. There we go. And then we just want to close that up. So I should already have this set for the the small eyelet. There we are, easy peasy. Okay, so we have this, and then we're going to grab our ball chain, and I'm just going to slip my snowflake charm over the top. I've got silver jump rings with the snowflake charm. Oh, more fingers and thumbs today. It's currently snow outside. Okay, I'll have to do this one by one. So we'll put the ball chain in first. That'll be the easiest thing. So pop that through. Going to put our charm on, and then we can just do this up. So we just want to connect that in, just like any ball chain that you've got. I thought these would just be a really fun addition to journals. That's it. Nice and easy. And the great thing about these is you can undo them. So when I come to actually use the dangles, I can just undo the ball chain, and I could thread it through an eyelet in the corner of my page. I could add this, add it to a bowl pin, which I also did get from Beebeecraft. So we could add a bowl pin to it, you know, whatever you fancy. Okay, so that's that. So I'm just going to check my layers. I think the grey piece at the back is just a tad long, so I'm going to cut off just a small piece from it. That's it. Oh, I might put that on my lights. There we go. And then I like to add just a little word to the front, just because I do feel like that adds a little layer of interest. So I've got the word joys, and I think I was going to have it about there-ish. Yep. And that will be that. So how easy is that to make? Super easy. And I think they look really fun. As I say, there are lots of people, lots of versions of this, lots of people doing different things. I don't know where the idea might have originated from. I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, but as I say, I've done lots of different dangles of this type. So this is just another version. So there we are. So as I say, that's going to be just a really fun piece, and you know, you could write on the back of these secret notes, because I've gone with sort of a plainish paper where you could write there. You could add something to the back of it, or you could just simply admire it and, you know, play with the fabrics and papers and things. So there we are. So I've got, I'm doing a couple each, so a couple in the red theme and a couple in the pink theme. So let's go with a pink one. Okay, so let me just pop that paper clip back. It was just so that I didn't have to fight with making decisions. You know what I'm like. Okay, so for this one, I've got again just ignore my dog. I've got this little scrap here. So again, I just want to add a layer of ink to the side of that. I thought I had everything inked and ready, but there we go. And for this one, I'm going to put some lace, some pink ribbon, sorry, behind. That's me getting distracted by the snow, I think. And because I'm using ribbon, I just want to lie to the ends carefully. And that just stops it from fraying away to nothing. Just sort of seals the edge. Okay. So we're going to have that there. Again, I've got this little border going on. I've got this scrap, white and gold. I thought would be really pretty. So we're going to have that next. Then for this one, I thought I would try 2 laces. So it's this pink lace, and I wanted this kind of border. Can you see that? A little bit of a fluty border. So I'm going to try that on both sides. There we go. Nice. And then to back it, we're going to use this music paper. Again, just a scrap from scrapbook papers. Okay, so once again, we want to pop our small hole in. Might get a little bit caught on that lace. Let's see. Yeah, it's just brought through a little bit, so just cut off any bits that come through at all. And then grab your eyelet again, and we're just gonna thread those on. So I'll do it one at a time again, just so that I don't get lots of bits through. There we go. As I say, I've tried all different, you know, versions of these types of things. So there are, you know, previous videos if you'd like to see other options. If I remember, I will try and link them down below for you. The ribbon is fighting me a little bit, so I'm just sort of parting the back of it to make room for my eyelet. It's quite a thick ribbon, but it was this really beautiful, like shiny pale pink. So I just had to use it. But let me see if I can just poke my awl through just to, there we are, give it a bit more space, that's it. And we're going to put some more papers on in a minute. There we go, got it. Okay, so next piece. And the great thing about this, you don't have to be super neat about it. You know, they are scrappy word dangles for a reason. So let's see about this. This lace might be a little bit on the fine side, so I'm hoping it will work. I don't think that will, so what I'll do instead, and what I'll do is I'm just going to add some glue to the back of this one to catch that lace, because unfortunately the eyelet's just not going to work with it because it's just a little bit too fine. So let's do that. So I'll keep this in the video so you can see you can work with different laces. It's just sometimes you may need to glue things down, you know, depending on what materials you're using. There we go. But yeah, a great way to use up lots of scraps and bits and bobs. So this is art glitter glue. It will take to the lace eventually, it just needs a little bit of time. Okay, there we go. That glue took in the end. I just had to give it a bit of time. There we are. You can always cut off bits that don't look quite right. And then again, we just want to close up the eyelet. Just want to do that just a little bit more. That's it. Okay, so I'm just going to trim off that little bit just where the lace moved. There we go. So I think those are all on, looking very pretty. So let's just give that a... Okay, perfect. So what did we do next? We want to do the ball chain. And you know, if you don't have these ball chains, you don't have to use this for this project. You know, you could put a jump ring or a large ring through it. You could use the bulb pins as I've just shown you. You know, you could use a bit of twine even, lots of different things that you could use. I just thought these ball chains would give things like a really fun look and yeah, just add to the look of it really. But, let's try and get that in. There we go. It's very pretty, isn't it? So next we want a word. So I had a couple of words. I think that one's a bit too long, so I think I'll go with bright happiness. This just comes from a greeting card. So it's got some really nice like cursive writing. I have, you know, lots of words that I use from greeting cards and books as well as digitals. So, you know, see what you can find out there. And that is that one. There you are. So pretty. Okay, and then last one then, you know, I'm sure you get the idea by now, but just so you can see how they all come together, I will do this last one. So similar to what we've just used, I've got this scrap of music sheet scrapbooking paper, and it's got kind of like a slight snowy feel to it. And this one is slightly longer, starting with a scrap that is 3.5 inches long. And again, I just want to lighter the ends of this ribbon. Just be careful when you do this with the ribbon. What you're looking for is not to set fire to it. You're just looking to use the heat from the flame just to seal it, and you'll see it happen when you come to do it. You'll see sort of the fraying happen. Okay, so again, we've got a slight pink border just peeking out. Got another scrap here. This beautiful grey and pink. Sorry about the lighting today. And just like before, I am going to have to stick that lace down because I'm using the same lace. So I'll do that now before I start trying to make holes in the piece. So I might just pause the video here just to, you know, give this time to take. And for the last piece, I've got this offcut. Again, just scrapbooking paper. So, you guessed it, the hole goes in. There's my 8 inch, there's it. I'm doing the small hole just because I don't want this great big, you know, they're not very wide. So we don't want, you know, a massive hole in it, and this big eyelet, I don't think it's necessary. If you struggle with finding these little eyelets here in the UK, I found mine from a store called Craftelia, who are based in Spain, but they do their own version of these eyelets, and they work very well, very reasonably priced. So just thought I would mention that in case you've not had luck with finding the small eyelets where you are. There we go. The ribbon was causing me problems again today. So once again, just thread all them through. That's it. I think I've got the lace there. And last piece. So you will see both sides of the dangle, both sides of the paper you use. So just bear that in mind. If you don't like the back of it, you would see it. You know, if you turn the different papers and, you know, do this sort of thing, you'll be able to, you know, see it. So just bear that in mind when you choose your papers. That's that one. So I'm just going to see about where that lace is. I'm just going to see if I can unhook it from here because it wasn't quite glued in the right place. So I might need to re-glue that. But that's okay. That's it. Lovely. So just fiddle around with it a little bit, I guess. There we are. And we're going to grab our ball chain again and our snowflake charm. So remember, Justine, put the ball chain in first, much easier. That's it. Sorry, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think my hands must just be a little bit chilly today. Okay, so again, I just want to thread that ball chain in. And like I said, these can be undone at the ball chain part, so when I come to use them, I can just use them as is if I want to. And just thread that through whatever hole it's going in, you know. That's it. And that's that one. And for this one, I've got a Cold Wind Blue from a book. I think this must have been a children's book, just given the font size. So just give that a pink edge. I've been using the Victorian Velvet for my pink winter journals. And once again, we just want to glue that on. Oops, knocking my flowers over. And that will be that. Super simple, really doesn't take very much time, especially if you've been holding on to your little scraps from your projects. So a great use for those. And of course, you don't have to put words on them. You could put you know, really anything on this. I just really like words and phrases and how they, you know, they give you something to look at more than just the charm. But yeah, I think those are going to look really cool once I come to use them. So let me just fiddle with this charm. There we go. And that's that one. There we are. Really pretty. So let me just get them out in the front so you can see them. So we've got our 2 pink ones. Really different in size, but it just goes to show it doesn't matter what size you do them, just as long as you're happy with the final look, you know. We have our snowy cabin, and we've got our sort of poinsettia floral botanical type one. So that is those. I hope you like the idea. As I said, lots of people have done different versions of these, that they're all over the shop, but this is just my little version of them for this particular video. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'd love to know if you want to get out your bits of scraps. Like I say, I do have other videos for using up your strips of paper like we've just done there. So if you've been holding on to them like myself, then you might like some of my other videos as well. So I will do my best to find those videos for you in case you've not come across them. If I do forget, then I actually have a playlist for embellishments, so they'll be in there if you haven't already seen them. So I hope you like them. I hope you were able to see that okay. I know it's a little bit the snowiness outside, so it's a little bit dark in here. But yeah, I hope you like them. I think they look really, really sweet, and they're going to be a lovely addition to my journals, I think. So as I say, these were using the ball chains that Beebeecraft kindly sent me. There is a discount code if you would like to have a look at anything on their website, the ball chains or something else. Then there is a coupon code in my description box down below. So you know, if you do like the look of something, then you can use that if you would like. So thank you again to Beebeecraft for sending me these goodies, and I can't wait to use these ball chains in a botanical type project as well. I think these brass ones are going to look really, really cool for that. So I've got heaps. As I say, they came in 3 different colours, so I'm excited to you know, to keep those in my stash and come up with some more ideas for them later on. But for now though, I'll leave you with that. I hope that you like the idea. I hope that you want to make some and get your strips of paper out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.